FM.
Back now to our breaking news on KNX. The parole denied tonight for Erik Menendez. Joining us now live is Oakland criminal defense attorney Jo-Anna Nieves. Jo-Anna, thank you for joining us. First of all, how do you view this? Do you think that the intense publicity for this case, not just here in California, across the country, around the world for that matter, may have clouded the fact that it's really hard to get paroled for murder?
I think you hit it spot on. A lot of people are so invested in the documentary that revived this story after, nearly 4 decades after the murders were committed. And I think a lot of the viewers who are on the outside looking in and not involved in the criminal justice system may think that, okay, this seems like an ideal situation. They've been resentenced 50 to life. They have family support. They've got a plan. It's time for them to get out of there. They were 18 and 21 years old at the time that this was committed. And look at how they've behaved while they were incarcerated. However, I think when it comes before the parole board, they see these things so often. And I don't think they deviated very far off from what they would do in a typical situation. And I mean, in terms of their denial, they only denied them with a 3-year waiting period. So that's on the lower end of what they could do in terms of making them come back and reapply at a later time.
Lyle goes in front of the board tomorrow. What do you expect there?
I expect a similar outcome. I think Lyle is positioned a bit better. I mean, he was a little bit older and might have had more to do with the orchestration of the crime. But at the same time, while he's been incarcerated, you've seen that he's gotten his degree. He's worked on his master's. He had minimal violations, and those that he had were further back in time than what we saw with Erik. He participated in mentorship, and we see some really strong, compelling rehabilitative factors. But at the same time, it doesn't take away from the fact that this wasn't just one murder. It was 2 at the same time that what they conspired to do. They bought the tools for the murder and committed it. And I think that is a heavy burden to overcome when they're presenting their case to the parole board.
Help me out with this, just from a layman's perspective who doesn't follow the course maybe as closely as others. The governor's role in all of this. If, in fact, the parole board had said that he is able to be paroled, and if that was, in fact, the case again tomorrow with Lyle, the governor then would have it on his desk, and he would have to make the ultimate decision, correct? And I guess the following part of that question is, with the denial, does the governor still play any role in this?
Great question. So as to the first part, the decision that's made by the parole board, if they were to have granted it, it would be provisional and it would be reviewed within parole after 120 days. Then it would get elevated over to the governor's desk for his final approval. He'd have 30 days to make that decision. So if Lyle does get a provisional approval, that's what we would be looking at. But here, the denial is the denial. It's not going to get elevated. The governor does still have the ability to grant clemency, which is a separate process than the parole board hearing that we're talking about. So he does still have the opportunity to do so, but I don't think that he's going to intervene at this point.
Okay. Jo-Anna, thank you again. Jo-Anna Nieves joining us live. She is an Oakland criminal defense attorney.
Don't forget to like and share this video, and for more legal insights, keep watching and subscribe to our channel.